Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay. Hello. Jamie is teasing me because I bought Fresca. Apparently, this is not like a common thing to buy, but Target had it at the front of the store. And I picked out grapefruit citrus. Let's give this a try. Think it's going to be any good. Oh, yeah, that is very grapefruity. It's good, though. Did you like it? Jamie drinks a lot of beverages. Like, he loves sparkling waters and soda and all that kind of stuff. And so I feel like every time I see him, he's like cracking another Fresca. Like, hard to keep it in the house, if you know what I mean. And then nothing makes me more angry than when I go to grab, I'm like, so my favorite thing of all time is a Diet Coke. And so if I go to grab one and it's not there, I get real mad, like real feisty, because I want it there. And I'm like, you drank everything. But let's talk about where, this is not my topic, but the best Diet Coke ever. Where do we think the best fountain Diet Coke is from? Let's see what everyone says. I'm just going to wait 1 second. Hi, everyone. I make a drink with vodka. Oh yeah. Jamie did say that that's good. Yeah, good with Tito's. Oh my God, I love you all. You're all my people. Yes, the best Diet Coke is from McDonald's. Thank you, everyone. Ashley, Michelle, Kimberly. Oh, what's happening? Oh, you came over here with such purpose. Do you want to say hi? I was telling everyone about your drink addiction. Like, you're always like in the bevy fridge.
I just got a fountain pop.
Yeah, but he got Diet Mountain Dew.
I'm supposed to get free pop.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
I go to Speedway once in a while because I have a ton of points there.
Which is a gas station for anyone.
And I get free fountain pops in my points. And today, I'm scanning my card and I'm like, where's my free pop? He's like, I don't know.
Oh.
It's like,
okay.
I just paid and left. See you later.
I bet you could have fought it.
For $1, I just walked out the door.
Well, I'm just saying, some people make it stink over $1.
You will.
Jamie also loves that Jersey Mike's has a free pop and chips.
I have a card there.
This is
Sports
his
Woodbury High School football.
Favorite thing.
And every time I go to Jersey Mike's, I get a free pop and chips. That's a good deal. That's like $4.50.
Someone said Sonic. I have heard numerous times that Sonic has amazing pop, but I have never been to a Sonic. Have you?
No. The
I don't.
only one by us is in East St. Paul.
I've never been to a Sonic, but the commercials, like, don't they have the nugget ice?
Yeah.
I love.
So does Speedway.
Oh, Speedway has nugget ice too. I think the best Diet Coke is is McDonald's, and so we have a McDonald's.
Did they raise the price of those?
Yeah, they're not $1 anymore. Used to be $1. And so I live in a metro suburby area, and so I'm very close to everything you could want, which I think I'm very lucky. But I have a Target and a Walmart, or a Target and a McDonald's, just like I could be there in like 4 minutes. And so one of the challenges that we've always had with Cooper, just so you know, is that we cannot just run into stores. We are hopeful that someday that we can, but he's not fast. You're not going to rush him. If you rush him, he's going to go slower. If we were going to take him into a gas station or a store, we're going to be practicing. Like, we're going to be trying different skills and not really needing anything and ready to leave. And So, like, I've never been able to run into a store or a gas station or a restaurant. So I have always utilized drive-throughs. And so I will go through McDonald's drive-through for a fountain pop. I love it. It makes me so happy. I'm like, "I just get a large Diet Coke, please?" I'm not the only one because they never act like I'm weird, but I can't run in, so that's what I do. And I'll tell you, fun fact, I live, in a suburb, and it would have been probably 6 years ago, they were trying to get rid of drive-throughs in our suburb, or they wouldn't let any come in. We hardly have any in the, like, core area. I don't know the reason, and I wrote an article that went pretty viral about how you're excluding so many people by not having a drive-through option. Like, Cooper just can't run in. So, I mean, I'm sure who was ever making the decision didn't care, but I wrote it. I was like, my son has a disability, and we still want to eat out once in a while, and there's just very limited places we can go. But the one great thing that came out of COVID, I mean, terrible time, but was like car side and bringing things outside. So we ate out more during that period of time than we ever had prior, because they would bring food to the car. And so, because you can't leave Cooper in the car, he can't run in. And the TikTok dentist gets his large Diet Coke daily at McDonald's. That's my man. Yeah, and also our Starbucks have drive-throughs. So that's been one of the first, I always say our most challenging years were ages 4 to 8. And 4 to 8 with Cooper, he wasn't able to safely ride in the car. I'm not going to go into all of it, but that was when we really struggled with aggression and self-injuring and, understanding this boy. And when we finally were able to start riding in the car safely, I would take him through the Starbucks drive-through. And do you remember Starbucks used to have those like round sugar cookies with the frosting? What were they called? Ryan, are you on here? Because your kids loved them too. Jamie, what were the name of those cookies that Cooper loved at Starbucks? No, before the cake pops, the cookies. Remember when they discontinued them though? And it was the one place we could go. So I would take him, we'd get his cookie, I'd get my coffee, and then we'd go to a park. And that was our outing. And that's how we started. No, it was before cake pops. You probably don't remember this. It was when he was 8 and he's 14 now. But wasn't there a name for them? I should Google it. I'm going to Google it. But they were these amazing cookies. And it was the only thing that he would, oh, thank you, Lisa. It was the only, let me say something else just to feed on that. I've been sharing about this vitamin that it's the only vitamin that's ever worked for Cooper. It's called Ella Ola. It's another conversation. But I've done some videos sharing about this multivitamin, and I said I have a son with a limited diet. He has autism, and this is the only powdered vitamin that's tasteless, odorless, colorless that I can hide in food. So we put it in his yogurt or his ketchup. And every day I probably get 1 or 2 comments that are like, limited diet, he's fat, like just awful humans, like awful, awful humans. And I always just block them. But I want to say limited diet doesn't mean confetti cookie. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Limited diet doesn't mean that he eats small amount of foods. You can eat large amounts of foods, of just unhealthy foods. So sometimes I want to like fire back and just be like, you're a butthole and I hate you. But I don't, because there's no point in arguing. I just block. But Cooper, a limited diet, challenging. So when he started eating a treat from a place outside of our home, it was such a big deal that we could go somewhere and get a treat. And then, and Cooper doesn't eat at restaurants, he doesn't, but he will eat. I would say the only thing that he'll eat is like a chicken tender or a chicken nugget. And so, from a restaurant or a drive through. And when we were able to be out as a family and get something to eat, I will tell you that was life changing. So, story, years ago, we are, how old would Cooper have been? 6 or 7. We had a week period where we were out of power for most of the day. I can't remember the details of it, but it was in the dead of summer, so hot, no air conditioning. Cooper struggles in the heat. And so we would drive around and maybe stop at a park and then come back in and drive around. Thank you for the compliments on my hair, you guys. That's also sweet of you. Thank you. And I remember saying to someone, like, I have to pack a whole cooler of things that he'll drink and things that he'll eat. And my really good friend was like, well, can't you just like grab him something at McDonald's or like stop at a gas station? And I was like, there's not one thing he would eat or drink at a gas station and not one thing he would eat or drink at a restaurant. And people were like, you're lying. And I was like, why would I lie? Like, what do I get from lying? Like, so when he started drinking water, it was such a big deal. But then a challenge after that was we had to have a certain cup. Do any of your kids have to have a certain cup? Now Cooper can drink out of an open face cup, which is amazing. Such a big deal. He still prefers a straw. But I remember one time, like we were on a road trip and we had water, but he can't drink out of a water bottle, like just like a plastic one, like Dasani or whatever that you get from the gas station. He doesn't understand how to close his mouth around. It's all due to apraxia and autism. And we were like trying to like pour water in his mouth because we didn't have a straw. It's weird things that you just never. So a lot of you are saying it. Yes, a certain cup, a certain color, a certain drink. Yep. Yeah. We're past a lot of that now. I'll tell you, Cooper's sick right now. So on Monday, he came home and had a stomach bug. And now he had a fever and just kind of a cold. And he has, I shared on my stories, he has just terrible chapping on his face. And it's just a byproduct of his autism. So we have to be really careful. When his nose runs, if you were to watch him, he goes like this and like this. And it's just a constant rubbing it. And so he's up in bed right now, but his whole, it's like, you could see it in my stories. Hey, Danielle, his whole face is just a chapped. It's really painful looking. And so I've been doing Aquaphor all day, but we have to count to like 30 and then he wipes it off. So we just keep putting it on. He's had multiple baths, multiple showers, which tells you how sick he is that he will willingly take a hot shower. And so tonight after he falls asleep, I'll do an antibiotic and I'll just really lube him up. But he's come so far, the fact that he'll even let me put it on his face. And I got him to drink some Emergency today, which there's mixed feelings about Emergency, but I always like to drink it. Like I feel like I'm helping myself. So I got him to drink a cup of that. I was sharing with my subscribers earlier, we use this Tylenol now. That's a powder. Has anyone seen it? It's it's just Tylenol and it dissolves on your tongue. And so he doesn't swallow pills. And so this is kind of funny. This is like an example of his apraxia. So the first time you just like kind of pour the packet in your mouth, and he kept like closing his mouth. So I couldn't get it to pour through. So the next time I was like, but I just, I can show you guys the all about vitamins when we're done. They're in the kitchen. But I think it is, when I think of the progress that he's made, it blows my mind. I am telling you guys, the fact that he will willingly, oh, and he drank some cough medicine. Willingly. He was waiting for a movie, this Mighty Machines volumes 5 through 9. And I knew it was coming today. And so I said to him, I had the cough medicine and I was like, dude, this is going to taste bad, but mommy needs you to drink it. And he was like, which just says no. And I was like, it's going to help you feel better. And we have to drink this. So our movie's going to come. And he's like, he went like this. He went, he grabbed it, took one sip, and he was like, and I'm like, you got to do it. And he threw it back by himself. I'm telling you, this is the kid that we used to have to like squirt the medicine in, and like, so he would spit it out and it'd be red stain everywhere and you'd cry and have to do it again. And we've all been there, right? And when he was done, he was like, oh, oh, oh. I was like, he was so proud of himself. He was so proud. It was so cute. But so another thing that I'll tell you that's just really endearing about Cooper, he can't lie. I don't think he even knows what lying is. He would never. It's not even a thing to him, and he's so pure of heart. But he's so pure of heart that he if he does anything that he's not supposed to do, he tells me instantly, and so he knows he is not supposed to rub his face. He knows. He can't help it. He can't. It's a sensory thing. So he's always looking at me and he's like, so I'll be like standing in the other room and he must go like this. Then he's like, like, did you wipe your face? And he's like, yeah. Like, buddy, you have to stop. You have to stop. It's going to hurt. And so last time that he got really sick, same with the face, and hey, Lisa, and we had to go to the doctor and get an oral and a topical antibiotic because he had such a bad infection on his face. Yeah. I had a sad moment today, and I like to just say these so they don't own me. I like to just say my fears and my worries. So Cooper probably took 3 baths today. Because when you don't feel good and you have kind of a fever, I think you just like to be warm, that warm feeling. And he'll sit in the tub and he'll have a glass like this and he'll just keep dumping the water over his head. I think it just feels good, like that, the kind of the pressure of it. And I turned around and I was like walking out, and I have these flashes. I have these worries. They just kind of overtake me for a few minutes. It just, it's happening the older he gets. And I just thought, like, when he lives in a group home, what if they won't, and he's sick, what if they won't let him bathe 3 times a day? What if they won't let him? It's just like, see, the thing is, when you launch neurotypical children, they're becoming independent people and they can do whatever they want. Like, I don't ever worry that Sawyer won't be able to do what he wants, or Harbor or Winnie. Cooper is going to always live with people taking care of him. And I just like had this like sad, and it just was like a gut punch. I'm like, they have to let him bathe whenever he's sick. They have to. I can grab that Tylenol and show you guys. You guys are, I see you asking a lot of questions about the Tylenol. I just have it in here. I just get it at Target or Walmart. Anywhere. I'm sure they have it at any store. It's really a big game changer. So it's just Tylenol dissolvable packs. I'll show. Just comes from these little and it's berry flavor. No water needed, dissolves in seconds. And so, like I said, the first time he kept clamping his lips down. And so then the moisture from his mouth made it close. So I couldn't, and so then, but that's his apraxia. It doesn't make sense to him. He's had to learn that he has to close his mouth to, drink or, they have dissolvable kids Tylenol too. Cooper's adult sized. So this is what he takes, but I know that they have kid ones too. We can't do kid stuff anymore because of his size. He'd probably drink a liquid Tylenol, but he would need so much of it that it wouldn't make sense. Did Winnie have an ear infection? Oh, funny story. No. I'm going to grab this Ella Ola thing too. I will show you when we sit down. Is it right here? Yeah. So my daughter, a couple days ago, we were riding home and we always listen to Frozen. She controls the car radio at age 3. Is that normal? I mean, she's already the boss of that. And she likes either Encanto or I'm gonna just plug my computer in real quick. Hold on one second. She likes Encanto or Frozen is her go-tos. And she was sitting in her seat and I'm driving and I have Elsa on and she's like, so she talks. She's like, Mom, I can hear out this ear, but I can't hear out this ear. I was like, great. So, what are the balloons from? Cooper's birthday. They are from Cooper's birthday. We always have balloons here. Leslie, Cooper does not so Tylenol and Advils and all that stuff, it has a really bitter taste. So we crush his Zoloft and he gets it in yogurt every morning. He's never noticed a taste, but for whatever reason, Tylenol is the one thing that we haven't been able to crush for him. He just doesn't want to take it because it's so bitter. And so I'll also say that applesauce is not good at masking taste. A yogurt is, but for us at least. So I'm so glad to have found this powder because it works. What was I saying though? Oh, and so she told me she couldn't hear out of her ear. And I was like, oh no. And so that was a couple days ago. Last night she was up 4 or 5 times. And quite the little shish kebab last night. We were not happy with our sweet Winnie girl. And I always find it to be so obnoxious when your children who have kept you up all night wake up happy and you're exhausted. I looked at my husband when he was between us and she was like, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. And I looked at Jamie and I was like, coffee now. Came out. I was like, whoa. What's happening? Nope, I don't need any opinion. What do you want to show me? Okay, really quickly. I'm going to finish my story.
Can I stay in your bed today?
You're not sleeping in my bed tonight.
I'll be in my bed.
No, you won't. Oh, do you want to sit in my chair? Yes. Okay. I will ask Dad, okay? So, Winter, I was just telling a story about you. So can you tell everyone what happened at the doctor when we went today with your ears? What did they do?
They cleaned the ears.
They cleaned them? How did they clean them?
With the water spray.
With that little squishy. And what came out of your ears?
tell me.
I'll tell him. But can I see, what do you have in your purse?
This one chocolate.
You have chocolate in your purse?
Yeah, one. See?
What is all this stuff?
Polly Pockets.
Polly Pockets?
Yeah, Mom, this is for fingernails.
For your fingernails? What else do you have in here?
Necklaces.
Is this glitter? You can't have this.
No, it's in the bag.
Okay.
It's closed.
Jamie's head is exploding with the word of glitter.
And we have
A bracelet?
yeah.
Are these things that you need all the time?
Yeah,
Why?
they're cool.
Look at this ring. That is beautiful.
This one's pink. You can't wear it. All of them are pink. We washed the dinosaur one. It's gone.
We lost which one?
The dinosaur one.
Oh, the dinosaur ring. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can't see her. Okay, I'm gonna finish my story. Can you head over?
We have one chocolate here.
You can't have chocolate. Dad just saw you. Busted.
Come on, let's go finish our movie.
I also hide chocolate in my bag.
Let's see me.
From you. I had it from all of you little monsters. Okay, I'm gonna finish my story, okay? So we went to the doctor and they couldn't even see in her ears, which is what I expected. So they used this it looks like a spray bottle. And they it took a long time actually. They did it on each, literally contraband. Sharon, amen. She's got so many bags, you guys. She has bags and bags of stuff hidden everywhere. But so they squirt it in the ear. And then I'm going to say something, really gross stuff comes out. I was fascinated. I was like, how did that fit in there? I was like, oh my gosh. It was crazy. And then got lots out of both ears and she has no infections. It was just very uncomfortable, I think. And then the second that it was over, she stood up and she's like, let it go, let it go. She's like, I can hear. So my husband was like, do you think that's been in there for years? And I was like, I don't know, because she's so loud. Winnie is very, very loud. Her volume of her voice. So I wonder if she hasn't been able to hear. I don't know. But quite the adventure. And let me also say one more thing. I am truly amazed, and I say this all the time if you are, my in real life friends, neurotypical development is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I'm telling you, Winnie sat there, they put this paper cape on her and then this plastic raincoat. I held this, you hold a little thing right here. So I did that. And then the nurse is like, it probably took 15 minutes. And I was like, I feel like I'm always bringing up autism. I'm like, this is amazing. I was like, this is amazing that she's sitting here for this. I'm like, my other son, he'd be Timbuktu by now. I think neurotypical development is amazing. So yeah, she can hear. She's a new woman. Now she better sleep tonight. She better sleep. No, I don't think she has hearing loss. No, I don't think she does. The bags reminds me of Lexi. So I guess my mom used to call me a bag lady. I guess I was a bag lady too. But my mom said I always had garbage bags of stuff, so much stuff. It was in garbage bags. Winnie only likes little stuff. So little bags, little things. Outdoor kids get a lot of crap in their ears. Yeah. Well, actually, that makes sense because Sawyer is my only other one that's had a lot of crud in his ears. Cooper's had 7 sets of tubes. True story. He's knock on wood. But you know what I was thinking? Okay, again, another moment that I had. So I was sitting there with Winnie when it was over, and I was like, what if Cooper has lots of earwax? I would have no idea. The other kind of panic thought I had the other day, and this just happens when you have a child like him, I was like, what if he had an ear infection? A tooth infection. I don't even know what we would do. Does someone know the answer to this? So if I've had one toothache in my life. One. I got an infection in my wisdom tooth. I was in college and I had to go to an emergency dentist and it cost me a fortune, neither here nor there. But I was able to get in and get it fixed. Cooper can't really do dental without sedation so far. What would I do? Like if he had a really bad toothache, but where would I go, Allison? Because our normal dentists don't sedate, do they? And how would I know? Right. I totally know about sedation dentistry, but like I'm telling you, I can't even get Cooper into sedation dentistry. Like I understand the answer, but when you have a toothache, it needs to happen within 24 hours. I don't even know. Children's hospital. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Take him to the children's hospital. So can they do will they do dental stuff? Dentists are on call at a hospital. I did not know that. Okay. That was just in the back of my head because we've never gotten x-rays yet. And it's on our list. We are going to make it happen. We really tried in 2024 and now in 2025 it has to happen. And so but that will be a long process to find a place and coordinate sedation. So I was just wondering, and also here we live in again a very busy suburban area. You don't just call and get into the dentist here. I mean, you get in 2 weeks. It's anyone in Woodbury, can you attest this? Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Winnie's having some tummy stuff that I won't go into. And she has a doctor she's seen since birth. And they're like, we can see her in March. And I was like, no. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, she needs to be seen. I think that's the hardest part. I grew up in a small town and you could just you just saw your doctor or your dentist or your eye doctor. Like you just like walked over. So it's so different. It's probably the one big thing about the city that I haven't gotten used to. You just can't see your doctor. I don't know if that's other places or just here. I don't know. Hi, Carol. Okay, so some of you were asking about this is the vitamin that we've been doing, and I will gladly share it with you. It's been a very big game changer for us. It is a powder vitamin, and it is tasteless, odorless, textureless. It has been such a big deal. I have never found a multivitamin that Cooper would take until this one. He will not take a gummy multivitamin. I don't know. I know, like I'm telling you, my toddlers would eat a whole jar of multivitamins. We don't let them, but wouldn't. And so we have to hide things. And so I put this in yogurt, syrup, ketchup, sauces. So awesome brand. I found out about this through Tara from Peace Love Autism. I'm pretty sure it was her. They're all over Instagram. But yeah, I've been sharing about this. This is the post that I get like the jerk comments on, like saying that, about Cooper's weight, and it just makes me insane. Please don't ever comment on a kid's weight. Like ever. Ever. She's a baby. That's ridiculous. Oh, waiting to get in. Yeah. Oh, I get frustrated. Yeah. I think Cooper will have to be sedated for sure for x-rays for his teeth. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dana. Oh, let me tell you one other thing. And this is just I have a code for this too. I can share it if you want, but I can't remember what it is for a discount. I can't remember what it is though. I'll share a link when I get off. So if you want to learn more about this, yes, you can put it in drinks, but Cooper's very particular. He only does water and Capri Sun. And so we've had better luck with food. We hide it in food. But I'll share a link when I'm done. Just check back if you want to learn more. I can tag them. Oh, were any of you subscribers on my Zoom this week? So I did something fun this week that I'm going to do every week, and I'll just share it before I hop off. So if you would like to chat about topics, definitely click and join my subscriber group. I did a video about autism affecting each of our family members differently this week. And then I did a Zoom after, and it was so fun. There was a woman on my Zoom who is in her 70s, and she was telling us that she lives in Arizona with her husband and her autistic son, who's in his 30s. And she said he's very similar to Cooper. And she shared how it works. Like did anyone hear her say this? Was her name Susan? Dana, click the pinned comment and come join. It's like pinned. And so she just gave me so much hope that I haven't had in a while. I don't know how the future is going to work. Like, I'm really scared about the future. I'm honest about that. I don't know. Sandy, thank you, Cindy. Her name is Sandy. And I don't know what it's going to look like. And one of the topics that Jamie and I have a lot is he wants to go to Arizona for the winter months and then be here in the summer months. And we'll say these things like, well, what if, we have to get a babysitter? What will it look like? And it can feel heavy, and it can feel scary, and it can feel worrisome. And she was like, we just make it work. She's like, my husband golfs and I stay with our son. And so what I really appreciated about her sharing was that she didn't have like some floofy answer, like, it'll get better. She was just really honest. She was like, we just spend time apart and we have friends that we can bring him with. And did it just like make me feel really, really good. It was the first person that has ever talked about the future to me ever like that. So I had no idea, it really helped. So I don't know what next week's topic will be. It's going to be on Tuesday. If anyone has a topic, on YouTube, just click the members, become a member. So I don't know what we'll do next week. Does anyone have a topic preference for next week? Anyone? Just feel free to chime in if you have. I have a whole list of topics, but the normal ones that I do are medication, aggression, sleep, siblings, marriage. Someone said puberty, but I don't know enough about that yet. So I don't have that yet. Violence. I don't know if I'd have enough to say about that. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But it feels good to just talk about the things that scare me. It just feels good. Oh gosh, for school, I could say a lot. Holy cannoli. Yeah, there shouldn't be a passcode. I took that off. Okay, I'm going to hop off, guys. I'll share the Ella Ola thing when I get done if you want to try. And yeah, click that subscribe button if you want to come join our Zoom. It was so nice chatting with you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.